volunteer to give the bouquet, please? I cordially invite our volunteer to give the bouquet, please. Welcome the sir with a flower bouquet, please. I invite Commander. I invite all the I invite Dimple Dolly onto the dais.
दैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि गानचतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्ताय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मसमाराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाखण्डखण्डकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्हाय गुण्डनादाय गुवजयप्रदा धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि. Thank you.
Respected Commander R.R.K. Murthy Garu, my colleague and friend Sri K.S. Rao Garu and Team Jayam, Honorable Press, my dear students and other visitors. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Jayam team to this great event on this day. I call this event great because this is first of its kind and also the first time being done. Within a short notice, this great idea was conceived, we took certain fast decisions and started the activity. The greatest job in front of us is to invite the guests and chief guests of the city. Unlikely for us, the incident has coincided with Chief Minister's swearing ceremony, and hence some of these big people were all busy in attending Chief Minister's ceremony. In spite of this busy reason, Dr. Ram Mohan Rao Garu, Registrar Andhra University, has kindly consented to attend this Jaya program and bless the students. Equally good thing is with Commander Sir. As said earlier, the entire department, actually we called some people also like Commissioner of Police, but they are all busy with their own predetermined program. Okay. We have received excellent support from our Jaya program since the beginning of our Commander Sir. Everywhere he gave us enough motivation and supported us. We owe a lot to all our team members who are greatly supporting us all through. Now, on behalf of Team Jaya, I invite you all to this 3-day free program. Welcome to you, all of you. Thank you.
To the program.
Respected Registrar Sir, Sri Ram Mohan Rao Garu, respected Commander R.R. Murthy Garu, my colleague and friend Mr. Ranjit, Honorable Press, my dear students and visitors. On behalf of Team JM, I welcome all of you here this afternoon. This program JM was conceived actually last year, but things were not going well last year because there were a lot of strikes, bunds and all because of separate Andhra and Telangana. Therefore, that we felt that it was not the right time for us to conduct this kind of program. And then once again, we started thinking about the program about this week back. And instantaneously, my friend Mr. Ranjit gave me fillip saying that we will stand beside you and we'll start the program. He has given me blood and flesh to the entire shape of the program, and we decided to conduct the program. Immediately we started talking about the program. Unfortunately, certain dates were not good for conducting this kind of program. So because of non-availability of the dates, we have pushed this program from 7th to 9th. And unknowingly, this also has resulted in a lot of confusion because 8th was the swearing day for Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Chandrababu Naidu, and most of the big wigs of the city, they were busy going there, and their non-availability caused a lot of inconvenience for all of us. Students, we have almost conveyed this message to more than 3,000 students, but maybe due to bad weather, then certain classes, special classes are being conducted in gate form, etc. So they were held up there. I was told, I just got the call saying that, sir, we would like to come, but let us finish the class. Maybe after half an hour or so they will come. About 200 to 300 students are there in gate forum. Similarly with the WIMS also. So I hope they will come and join at a later date. Basically, this program called JM is a free 3-day workshop for the benefit of prospective students who are attempting for jobs after finishing their respective degrees, like BTech, MBS and other degrees. Last few years, industry kept on saying that the employment skills are very low. They are ranging somewhere 7% to 9% only all over the country, especially in Andhra Pradesh. So governments, industry, academicians, everybody wanted to take initiative over this to bridge the gap between employed and employability. Some private institutions like myself or my institute, Corporate Focus, and certain academicians within the colleges, they started giving the training programs in terms of soft skills. But unfortunately, soft skills in colleges, they are reduced to employability skills only, which is not true. Employability skills, they talk something about how to write a resume, how to conduct yourself in the group discussions, how to communicate in group discussions, and how to face the interviews, preparing for the interviews. That's all. Some of these factors. And those people who sit for verbal, those people who sit for written examination, they are slightly bothered about verbal ability, font, etc. That's all the soft skills training programs being offered in the colleges. But unfortunately, soft skills is much more than that. Soft skills are those skills which influence the human behavior to drive them to the positive ends. That's a clear definition. But because of this field, it's more of unorganized rather than organized. Not many soft skills trainers are certified trainers. And moreover, soft skills program itself, soft skills syllabus itself, there is no approved syllabus by any body of independent body or government body. Therefore, whosoever comes, they will teach whatever they want to teach. With this result, the bridge, the gap between the required talents and available talents, it was not filled effectively. Therefore, since last few years, say 6 years or 7 years or 8 years, the problem still remains the same. The gap persists the same. So with this, there is a social responsibility, let me say. Not only social responsibility, individual responsibility is also there on all of us to see that either privately or independently or as freelancing also, we should build up the talent. As an initiative, what I thought last year and what my team thought also, let us do some effort to call the people in a particular place and give them an idea of what soft skills is exactly, how do they influence them, and to what extent they are useful for them to get jobs. In this effort, we designed this program. 3 days of this program, broadly divided, something like on the first day, we talk something about soft skills. It is something like attitude management, how to set your goal. After setting the goal, how do you achieve that? And once you meet the success, how do you sustain the success over a period of time? This is the essence of first day program, that is today. Second day, we restrict ourselves to employability skills. Because most of the people who come here, they are asking for employability skills. Not only that, people who phone me, they ask me also, sir, if I come to this program, do you give me a job? Yeah, that is the anxiety of the students. I said, I cannot give you a job, but I will facilitate you to get a job. This is second day. Third day, we have programmed in such a way that the industry people will interact. The industry people will tell something about what they require exactly from the students. The life during the course of student and the life when they join a corporate organization, it almost is a paradox. Independently, all the students, they will do a lot of things. They join independently, they study independently, they write the examination independently, and they also get their certificates independently. But when they come to corporate companies, they work together with the rest of the people, they work with all other people, they work in team and team spirit, they also lead the teams, and unknowingly, slowly, they become the team leaders. Therefore, when you join an organization, whatever skills are demanded by you, by the industry, we tried our level best to catch the big people of the industry. We went to IBM, went to HSBC, we went to so many other people also. But they got a lot of protocols. If they want to get a permission to come here and give a 45 minutes lecture, I think there are more than 8 managers and then 8 desks from where they should be given the green signal. So they told us, now sir, we love to come to this program, but unfortunately due to the protocols, this year we are not able to do. Next year or whenever you want to conduct this kind of program, we love to come there, but please give us 10 days time minimum. Minimum 10 days. As I told you, we considered this program only weekdays back. Therefore we could not such big weeks, but day after tomorrow, campus to corporate skills, Director Human Resources, Hindustan Shipyard, is a very big guy. He has consented to come here and to talk to the students. Similarly, people from other industries also, big industries, they come in and talk to you day after tomorrow. Broadly, this being the first day, second day, third day, this being the program, we invited nothing less than 5,000 students in Visakhapatnam. Not only that, I addressed myself personally, and most of them, they expressed their concerns, sir. They were also very rejoiced. They said, sir, this kind of program, it's a free program also, we love to come there. But I do not know, maybe due to bad weather or due to some preoccupation, they have not come. But I am still receiving a lot of phone calls saying that they will come in half an hour or 45 minutes. So, broadly, this is something about this program. What I thought, if I taste little success, definitely I will carry this forward to next few years to come. Maybe next 10 years to come, this is what I envisage. Provided I strengthen my team also taste the fruits of success, then definitely we are going to take it forward for next few years to come. So this is something about the introduction of the program. Chief guest of the day, Professor K. Raman Rao, he is Registrar, Andhra University. He has got so many credentials here. I keep on studying them. There will be no end for this, but still it's my honorable duty to give an introduction about him. Actually, it doesn't need introduction. Raman Rao, Registrar means everybody knows in the city, but because it's my duty, let me do that one. Professor Raman Rao is presently serving as Registrar, Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. He was born in 1958 and did his post-graduate MCom, MBA and PhD from Andhra University. He had 33 years of teaching and research experience in the Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, Andhra University. As an academician, Professor Rao has many distinctions to his credit. Besides inspiring the students in the area of marketing management and services marketing, he authored 12 books and published 54 research papers in the national and international journals of high repute. Let's give a big hand. His book on services marketing, published by Pearson Education, is well received in India. Many universities and business schools in India recommended these books for management programs. Under his able guidance, 15 candidates were awarded PhD degrees and 9 candidates were awarded MPhil degrees. Professor Rao organized many national seminars, training programs, workshops and interactive sessions and varied aspects of management. He served as a resource person for many national and international seminars and conferences across the country. Professor Rao served as a member, Academic Council, Indira Gandhi National Open University, that is IGNOU, New Delhi, and expert member in many universities, professional bodies and UGC and AICT, etc. Recognizing his contributions in the field of marketing as teacher and researcher, Professor Rao was awarded ET NWW Economic Times National Education Leadership Award as Best Professor in Marketing 2013. Professor Rao occupied many administrative positions in the university and made a mark by himself in every position held. He served as Chief Warden, Arts and Commerce Hostel, Coordinator, Internal Quality Assurance Cell, IQAC, Convener, Andhra University Common Entrance Test, that is ASET 2005, Member, ISO Committee, Chief Coordinator, AU Research Firm, Director, Planning and Mentoring Board, and Registrar, Andhra University from February 2000 onwards till now. Professor K. Raman Rao is associated with many social service organizations to serve the poor and deprived of the society. He believes in positive thinking, proactiveness, and goal orientation. This is an excellent profile, something like a personality development class for all the people who come here. Sir, it's my honor to talk something about you. Now, I cordially invite you to give his inaugural speech here, sir. Please welcome, sir.
Murthy garu, Ranjit garu, all the dais, the invitees and my dear student friends. It's really a very good program that has been conceived with a motto of building and developing the past and organizing a program without charging anything, free of cost, that speaks volumes of their commitment to the society. So, my appreciation and congratulations to both of them for taking up this kind of program. And I congratulate all the students present here for taking a chance to find out the right path to build a career. You are youngsters having lot of life. Everybody leaves, that is not a big thing. But having quality life throughout is a challenge. And how we can make our life highly qualitative, highly satisfying. That question makes us to think of ourselves, what is required and what to perform. You may belong to several disciplines, but finally you have to make a living. You have to get into either a job or you can make a business on your own, whatever it may be. To be successful, you need to recognize the gaps in your personality and you need to recognize the resources from which you can fill those gaps. When you are looking at becoming a part of a corporate organization, you have to understand what are their expectations. No corporate organization takes a person who is a non-performer. They are not for charity. They wanted to make business. And if they take you as an employee, the value that you generate to the company must be more than what they pay for you. And companies are ready to pay 1 crore of rupees in a month for you if you are capable of generating 10 crores per month to the company. It all depends on how competent you are in making your career. You have to employ yourself in the company, not the company is coming and employing you. Companies must be your choice. They become your choice only when you are confident of your skills. So what is important? In whatever discipline that you have chosen, you should be confident about the content of the discipline, the required knowledge base. Unfortunately, our education system and evaluation system is not making you thorough about the subject. All the educational institutions, they are focusing on examination orientation rather than building a knowledge foundation in the students. This is an unfortunate situation, but it is your life. You have to realize the gap. You join in an educational institutions to gain knowledge, to develop knowledge. The knowledge in the sense, you should not live with confusions. You should have clarity. At the end of a degree, you must be able to know what knowledge base I have on this subject, be it commerce, be it science, be it arts, whatever it may be. Unless you have such confident knowledge base, nobody prefers you. The second issue is competency. converting the knowledge base into competence. So how you can apply this knowledge for the job? So you need to develop skills, technical skills, which the organization wanted. Specifically, you have a wide arena of options. You cannot be fit for everything. You have to choose your life path. At micro level, expertise is required now rather than a broad-based understanding. You must be a specialist. And people should recognize you that yes, this person is required for this job and he or she will excel in this. That kind of identity, stand, you should acquire. And the third quality is communication. Communication doesn't mean your English language ability. Every job will have its own language. Accounting will have its own language. Computer skills have its own language. Human resource management will have its own language. Protection has its own language. So the chosen area, whatever it may be, in that language you should have proficiency. And you should be able to communicate to the people about it. Unless you know how to communicate about yourself, nobody try to understand you. Because you have a severe competition from many parts. It is not the local competition now you are facing. You are facing competition at the global level. Today you may be in Visakhapatnam. In another 2-3 years, you may be in any country in the world facing competition from citizens of various countries, and there you should prove you are better and you are the best. So try to open up your mind to face the competition internationally rather than looking at your friend or the members of your class or the youngsters in the street or the village. Don't confine your thinking from that. And try to develop communication precisely, pointedly and clearly. It's not talking for hours together makes communication. This is a very, very, very important requirement, particularly in this part of the country, which is the companies really telling that they are good at knowledge base, good at competency, but poor at communications. Organizations now recognized as societal groups. If you are unable to get along with the other employees in the organization by developing some social skills, you are not required, however competent you are by the organization. So you have to develop social skills. That means in isolation, focusing only on the learning and building competencies is not enough. You should develop your social life. You might be listening to the requirement of teamwork. Teamwork mostly depends upon the social skills. And all organizations now depending upon the teamwork for their achievement of the work patterns. So you must be ready for that. And beyond all, what is most required is character. Companies cannot afford characterless people. You must be known for character. So how you can project yourself in terms of character? Unless you have the clarity in that. I speak truth. Can you make a statement for yourself? You need a lot of courage. You need a lot of confidence to make a statement for yourself and standing on that. So you have to define the 1 to 10 characteristics of your personality. And when you check and test yourself, yes, I am on it. Then you can communicate to the people, I am this. Then they recognize and respect you. And that becomes your brand features. So you have to transform yourself as a brand by yourself. X mean these characteristics, these competencies, these skills, and we can reasonably have these kind of expectations on the performance. My dear young friends, life is very important. And the ultimate goal in life is happiness. One must be happy. And conventionally, the people become happy when they achieve. That is Jayam. Achievers are the happiest people. And any achievement requires hard work. The most successful people on the earth will have many failure stories. Remember that. Success is not continuous. Unless you experiment yourself, unless you determine yourself to experiment, nothing happens. It is not just listening to the sessions here. You have to suggest to yourself for a change. Whatever you are today, if you are satisfied with that, you can never grow. You can never develop. You have to find out the gaps. And every human being will have gaps. If anybody say that I am a complete man, I don't have any gap, I will say that he is not correct or she is not correct. There is always a room for further development, further improvement in anybody's personality. Remember that. So, self-searching, self-understanding, self-identification of the gaps and working towards filling the gaps. This is the secret of success, nothing more than that. I am sure the 3-day program that is being organized by these two gentlemen will help you to identify yourself and to find gaps. They provide you the right resources through which you can fill your gaps and make your life more meaningful and more purposeful. Thank you very much for giving me this time.